Alright guys, we're going to be doing a Deepwoken news video. Before I get into this, I want to thank you all for 100 subs. It's really great the amount of support that my videos have been getting, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a Q&A, so if you have any questions for me, then just leave them in the comments down below. Alright, let's do this. The first thing I'm going to talk about is character customization, which Arch touched up on in Discord. He mentioned that they focused a lot on customization, and that players would not have to wipe to change their appearance and get drip. He even says there is stuff like earrings. I think Arch is implying that in-game cosmetics like clothes, accessories are going to be a lot more accessible than in Rogue Lineage, and you'll be able to change the look of your character through unlocking these items. For example, in one of the Deepwoken video leaks, we saw a dude with a bucket as a hat. I think this is a cosmetic and we'll have like a lot more options like this on release to purchase in-game stores. He also mentioned that the design of the races are a lot more unique than in Rogue, which is quite interesting. Next thing that I want to talk about is guilds, and in this tweet, Raguza basically confirms that guilds are not going to have any player limit. So this means that we can see like super houses, like in Rogue Lineage, where there are like 100 people in the same house, and there's like the servers full of people in the same guilds, in the same server, and to me, I don't like this, as it's gonna encourage people just to like recruit as big of a guild as possible. And I think it's gonna reduce competition in this game. Next is a tweet that I'm not sure how I missed in the first news video. He says that in the info dump, he's going to explain what features and content the game will have on release, and what content he wants to introduce to the game in future updates. He's basically acknowledging that if he had waited to add everything that he wanted to the game, it will take too long. I think this is a good thing because he recognizes that he should try to get the game out as soon as possible to please the people. Next is a kind of a meme. This guy asks Rag, can you dual wield shields? And instead of saying no straight up, Rag says not at release, which is kind of interesting, so maybe we could see like dual wield shield builds in the future updates. Next up, this guy asks Rag about guild professions and whether there'll be multiple of release, and Rag says he's definitely waiting for that one. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what guild professions are. Maybe he's talking about like some guilds will have focus on trading, some guilds will focus on killing. I have no clue what he's talking about here. So next up is Raguza basically confirming that Deepwoken will not have any pets. And in one of the video leaks, we saw this guy with like a crystal floating near him, and I thought that could be like a companion or a pet or something like that. But I guess it's more like a velo, and it's going to be like a light instead. So we are not going to have any pets in Deepwoken. Next up is probably the most exciting piece of news. So this guy asked Raguza if we're going to see any more elements of magic in future updates, and Raguza basically confirms this. So instead of the 4 basic magics that we have now, we're probably going to see more magics that we can unlock in the future, like how shadow magic was added during the development phase. I personally have theories about like light magic, so if you guys want to see a video on that, then let me know.
They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no.